What's going on, guys? So like I said, a little wing would be the next guitar lesson, and here it is. First things first, we're going to break this up into multiple parts because this song is really complicated, and it's going to take a lot of minutes to get this thing going, to get through the whole song, because there's a lot of picking, a lot of alternate picking, a lot of slides, a lot of bends, a lot of hammer-ons, pull-offs, a lot of stuff, okay? So, first lesson, what we're going to do is I'm actually going to teach you the chord progression behind the song, okay? So, when, Jimmy, Stevie, and every other great artist who's covered the song is playing it, there's chords playing behind it, obviously, like we've talked about before. And so, I'm going to teach you those first. You get those down, then you can loop it and practice over the top of it, okay? Obviously, you can go to YouTube, type in jam track for Little Wing, and it'll bring up the chords as well, but I think it's important to understand, what you're playing and where you're playing it and why. So let's get into that. Cool? So coming down here, like I said, we're gonna learn the chords. So starting off, we have an E minor, okay? So I call this the like the rock on position, because that's the kind of the shape you make right there. Okay, so what you got there is middle finger, 2nd fret, ring finger, 2nd fret, and we're playing the A and the D, okay? Okay, there's your E minor. Go to a G major, okay? So middle finger, 3rd fret, index finger, 2nd fret, and then ring and pinky are both on the 3rd fret as well, okay? B string, high E, low E, A. Okay, then we go to A minor. So we're playing the A string open. If you want to play the E, you can. It doesn't really, do anything to the chord other than add a little bit of a bass to it. But I actually prefer to mute it because I want it to get more of that treble sound, okay? That's just me personally, so. Okay. Then middle finger, ring finger play on the 2nd fret of the D and the G, and then index finger comes down here on the 1st fret of the B string, and then high E is played open, okay? So from the top, E minor, G major, A minor, back to the E minor. Okay, B minor. So here, what we're going to do, we're going to make a B minor shape, and I'll go over that in a second. And then we're going to do a little walk down with that same shape. So B minor, B flat minor, A minor. Now, that's the same shape as that right there, just with different fingers, okay? So if you just slide, it's easier to get to the chord, but if you want to go, you can do that as well, okay? So B minor, index finger is going to bar from the A string down on the 2nd fret, and your ring finger and pinky come up here on the 4th fret, and you're playing the D string and the G string, and then your middle finger comes down here and plays the 3rd fret of the B string. And like I said, slide that down 1/2 step, then slide it down again. Then right after that, we're going to go into that G major shape again. Okay, so from the top real quick. Okay, so after that G major right there, we're going to go to an F, to a C, to a D. Okay, so how to make that F? Ring finger, 3rd fret, middle finger, 2nd fret, and then 1st finger is actually barring those two. Now the F is, definitely one of the harder chords to make, one of the harder open chords to make. If you want to play that bar chord, you can do the same thing. I recommend just playing play the F major, okay? So, G, F, C. The way to make that C is very similar to the F, so what you're doing is your ring finger, middle finger get bumped up right there, and then instead of barring those top 2 strings, you're just lifting off and only playing the first fret of the B. Okay? So from the G, now right there, what I recommend doing is you can play that open D chord if you want. I like to just take that C shape. That's actually a D right there as well, okay? So literally all you're doing is you take that D shape, okay? Now, for the sake of the song, when you hear the turnaround where he goes, that's that D right there. Okay, that's when it goes into that part. And so like I said, that chord right there that we just did, guys, that chord progression, that's played the entire song, the whole thing. E minor, G major, A minor, excuse me, E minor, okay? B minor, B flat minor, A minor, G, F, C, D, whichever one you prefer, okay? You can honestly, if you want to, you can play this entire song with bar chords too. Rock on, guys. That is part 1 of Little Wing, the chord progression, the easiest part of the whole song, okay? The next part is where we're going to start from the beginning, if you will, which is where he goes. Okay, we're going to get into that part next, and then we're going to break the rest of the song down by little increments, because if I give it to you all at once, you're going to get lost and confused, and it's going to be bad. So, anyways, rock on, guys. Practice that chord progression, and I'm going to have the next part to you here in just a couple days, okay?